Hello. Thank you for tuning into my LinkedIn Live. Today I'm going to talk about the top 5 mistakes you are making in accessing the hidden job market. But before we begin, as always, let's see who's here. Introduce yourself. Don't be shy. Say hi. Feel free to introduce yourself. Tell me who you are, where you're tuning in from. And as we do this, I want to share something that is happening in the job market. And I wrote about this in the morning. This morning I wrote on one of my LinkedIn posts was about pay transparency. It's a new law now where companies have to post the salary of the job. And it's a fairly new law in the States. Some provinces here in Canada have rolled it out or had it rolled out, and we're seeing this more and more happening. So what's happening is, I've been seeing this for the last few weeks where some companies are posting jobs and now they have to comply with the salary transparency, the pay transparency, that they are putting a range of like 50K to 300K to like 60K to 200K. It's kind of like it's become a joke. And tell me if you've actually seen it. How many people have seen job postings? I'm so curious to know how many people are seeing these job postings with like such wide, ridiculous range for the salary. Have you noticed that? Tell me. Let me know in the comment section if you noticed that. So curious to know how many people have seen it, because I've been seeing it all over LinkedIn about this for the last 2 weeks. Last 2 weeks. It's crazy what's happening. The reason I'm bringing this up is because of this law, what we're going to see happen is we're going to see a huge shift in the job market to the point where we will see companies deciding to not to post positions. We're going to see that shift happen. Some companies are already doing that where they're not posting positions, and this is where the topic is coming in today about the hidden job market, which I've been talking for years about hidden job market. But with the new transparency law, this will change the game. I'm predicting that more and more companies are going to start not posting positions, because one reason would be that they don't want the competitors to know what salary they are paying their employees for key positions to still have that competitive advantage over the market. Some companies will choose not to post this simply to keep their information private. They don't want to publicly. So because the law now demanding them to post it, they might just decide not to post it, right? So this way they're not breaking any laws and they're just going to decide not to post job positions. So what we're going to see is more and more shifts coming into the hidden job market where more and more there's going to be more and more jobs available in the hidden job market. There's tons of research already on the hidden job market where almost 80% of all available jobs are in the hidden job market. Some, like Forbes one time came out the report where 60 to 80% of all available jobs are in the hidden job market. And every time I talk about a hidden job market, I know a lot of times it's like, well, this doesn't make sense. Why wouldn't the company not post it? So there's there's many reasons why a company will not post a position. One, it's time consuming to have to post a job, to then have incoming resumes and scan through them, where majority of people may not even qualify for the position. So company may not want to do that. They may not want to sit there and screen 200 to 500 resumes that's coming in. Another reason why a company will opt out to not to post a position is simply it costs money to post. Job boards, especially on job boards, like LinkedIn charges a fee to post on LinkedIn. Indeed charges a fee to post job postings on their site. So it's a cost thing. So companies may choose not to. Oh yes, feel free to introduce yourself. Let me know who's tuned in with me. Latifa, hi from London. Edmonton, Laura, hi, Laura from Edmonton. Introduce yourself in the comment. Tell me where you're tuning in from, who you are. And so getting back to honestly speaking, there are tons of reasons why a company want to post it. Another reason could be that there might be an employee that's on performance improvement plan, and the employee's not working out, so they want to replace the individual, but they don't want to alarm the person and disrupt the workforce that they're going to be replacing that person. Because if they post a position, it's going to be public knowledge, right? That person's going to likely find out. So the company will then choose not to post it and maybe even use other means, which I'm going to cover today. There's tons of ways that companies, not post positions and still hire the candidates they're looking for. So let me know in the comment section if you've heard about the hidden job market. What are some of the things you are implementing to get access to the hidden job market, and how is that working out? Because I'm going to cover the common mistakes made when it comes to accessing a hidden job market. Have you heard about the hidden job market? Yesha. Hello, Yesha from Winnipeg. Hello, Yesha. Nice to see you back on my LinkedIn Live. I think I saw you a couple of days ago. Erin from Burlington. Hi, Erin from Burlington. Welcome to my segment. So let me begin by introducing myself. If you don't already know me, my name is Gurpreet Kaur. I am a career coach and a job search expert who helps career professionals just like you land six-figure job offers as well as build six-figure careers. For many years now, I've been known as the queen of hidden job market, simply because I teach strategies in accessing the hidden job market that go beyond networking, informational interviews, and coffee chats. So we're going to talk about the common mistakes made when it comes to accessing the hidden job market. I have come up with 5, but there's more than 5 that I'm going to end up covering because I just realized that there are so many mistakes people are making. So I want to cover all of them. So I will be going over 5+ mistakes that you're making, common mistake in hidden job market. Tell me in the comment section if you have heard about the hidden job market. Have you heard about the hidden job market? Let me know in the comment section. So just the definition of hidden job market. Hidden job market is simply jobs that are not advertised on a traditional job postings, right? Job postings, research shows that up to 80% of all available jobs are not posted. I think we're going to see a huge increase in this, especially in Canada and US with the whole, pay transparency laws. I think we're going to see even huge spike in this. It's probably one of the reasons why tons of people are seeing are not being like a lot of people are struggling in their job search right now. So we're going to see a huge, I think this number is going to keep going up. And if I can tell you from what's happening in the market with the whole pay transparency laws, I think we're going to see a huge shift where more and more companies are going to start opting out to not to post a position just to keep the salary information private. So we're going to see a lot of shifts happening. So the key is to stay ahead of these shifts so that you are successfully landing interviews and job offers. I have never heard about it. Oh, wow. Okay. So if you've never heard about the hidden job market, then you're in the right place, because today I'm talking about the hidden job market as well as the common mistakes made to accessing it. There's tons of research done on this. This is not a new concept, to be honest. Hidden job market is centuries and centuries and decades old concept. There's nothing new about it. What is new about it is the way we can access the hidden job market nowadays because of technology. And I believe because of technology, it's become easier to accessing the hidden job market without having to even network. Okay, so let's go with the 5 common mistakes that you are making if you are trying to access the hidden job market. And these 5 mistakes are coming from, because what happens is when you first hear about the hidden job market, what you're going to do is, which is very human and very natural, is you're going to start to research about it. You're going to turn to the web. I call it the dark web, because there is just tons of information available online. Even I have done tons of research on the hidden job market. I continue to do it. And what I continue to keep finding is the advice that's being given on the hidden job market is very basic. Some of it doesn't even make sense, but people will blindly follow it because why not, right? Someone's saying to do this, I'm going to try it out. So the common mistakes and the common mistakes people are making and the common advice that's being given on the hidden job market is, number 1 advice when it comes to a hidden job market is you need to network. And the famous quote is, you are worth what your network is worth. Traditionally that may have been true, that you are worth what your network is, but nowadays that's not true at all. Thanks to social media. Nowadays, it's all about who knows you. So let's expand on the networking, the advice that's commonly being given on the internet, on the web, about networking. So if you want to land a job, the first advice people will tell you is to network. And then they tell you how to network. Number 1 is start attending networking events. Number 2 advice is given is, hey, send out connection request on LinkedIn. And that's not networking. Also, when we are only turning to networking because right now we need something, the energy behind that is not pure, and people can see that. People can sense that. Now, how to correct this? If you truly want to network, let's remove the word network and let's call it making friends. So if you want to access the hidden job market, you need to start making new friends. You can turn to your old friends and ask them about any jobs they have, if they come across any positions. Your friends who you are in touch with and you hang out with are more than willing to help you. But reaching out to acquaintances that haven't been heard from you for months and months and months and maybe years, out of the blue, you're messaging them. And then I'm out of a job. Can you help me? Do you know anybody that's hiring? Are they going to be inclined to help you? Chances are no. That's why a lot of the advice that's being given on hidden job market is so generic that it doesn't work, because there's no human aspect added to this. Hit up people, ask for jobs. hit up people and ask for informational interviews. That's the second thing about networking, is that the other method that's talked about so much when it comes to accessing hidden job market is to ask for informational interviews, seek advice, reach out to people, and ask them if they're willing to do a 20-minute informational interview with you, where you can ask them series of questions just so you can learn. The chances of somebody even wanting to do information interviews are really low, really, really low. And the other aspect is you are reaching out to somebody to do information interviews where you can learn about the hiring process, you can learn about how they got into the role they are. Is what's in it for the person? Something to just think about for a second. What's in it for the person to meet you and then for you to interview them? Are you a famous blogger that they're going to get something exposure for it? Do you run a podcast? Just think about it for a second. Logically, from a human mind, right? From your human heart. Before you do anything, just think about this for a second. Does it even make sense? When people reach out to me for information interviews, I tell them I don't do it. I'm straightforward and I say I don't do it because I don't believe in it, because it doesn't work. Also, my time is precious too. Time is really precious. My time is valuable. I know people's gonna say, well, hey, you should be doing information interviews because I need help. Yes, you need help, and I'm willing to help you. This is why I do these segments. So just stop and think about it. Number 3 advice about networking is coffee chats. Oh, this one's all over the internet. Reach out to people and ask to meet up with them for coffee chat. And the advice is also have us write down series of questions you want to ask them when you meet up with them. And it's always, again, learning about their careers, how did they start their journey, and just, any advice you have for me. I tried this the other day where I openly invited people for meeting with me for coffee. And I can tell you how many people reached out to me simply just because they wanted advice from me. They want job search advice. And that's not why I want to meet you for coffee. I want to meet you just simply to get to know you and you to get to know me without seeking something from me. Best way to networking or meeting people is not to do it because you are seeking something from them. Do it from a pure heart of just wanting to meet new people. Another advice about networking is have an elevator pitch. So when you go to networking events, have an elevator pitch ready to use as you're pitching for yourself. Here's why this doesn't work. When you get in front of somebody and you do an elevator pitch to a complete stranger at a networking event, really doesn't get their attention, doesn't excite them. But here's a technique you can do instead that will get them to want to talk to you. Just ask them a question about them. Flip the switch. Ditch the elevator pitches. And instead, when you're in front of a person, get them to talk about them. And I guarantee you that person will talk, because a lot of people do like talking about themselves. And then as they're talking, pay attention. Because as they're talking about themselves, you can have a conversation based on what they're saying. And that easily will turn into a 20-minute conversation, because people love talking about themselves. This is the best advice I got from an amazing human soul. many, many years ago is don't do elevator pitches, but instead when you're in front of a person, just get them to talk about them. Make it all about them. Give your undivided attention to them. Make them the center of the spotlight. When you give attention to somebody, you got their attention. You don't even have to ask someone to help you. They would just help you because you are giving them attention. Let me know if this is making sense. Let me know if this is resonating with you. Another common mistake when it comes to accessing the hidden job market that's filled online with the web on the web is make a list of target companies you want to work for and reach out to their employees. And in reaching out to employees asking for referrals, because guess what? Companies will turn to their employees for referrals before they even post a position. So now, what are you doing? You're making a list of the companies. You go onto LinkedIn and you start looking for people who work at that company. And then you are sending them connection requests. And then you are sending them a little introduction, which is your elevator pitch. And then you are asking if, hey, I noticed your company is hiring. Can you refer me? And some people may refer you. The chances of that are very slim. And a majority of them won't. And here's why. Yes, companies do have referral bonuses that they offer their employees. And that's an incentive for employees to refer people that they truly actually know. And that referral bonus is they're only going to get that if the person they recommended got hired and they stay on for 3 or 6 months. There's a condition on that referral bonus that a lot of people are not talking about. I see this advice being given all the time, even including LinkedIn, on the web, YouTube channels, blogs, you name it. Ask for referrals, reach out to employees, have an elevator pitch, ask them to refer you. But here's the thing. The chances of that happening are slim. Chances that someone will actually refer you are slim because they don't really know you. So why should they put their name on the line for a complete stranger? Just think about it for a second. Would you refer somebody who you don't even know? Because what happens is if you refer somebody and they don't work out, now would the company take any of your recommendations in the future? Slim. So that doesn't work either. The time involved with all of this, what I'm telling you, the common mistakes made, is a lot of these general strategies that are really like basic. That's the advice being given on the internet about hidden job market. It's just fluff. There's really no substance behind it. And also, the problem with this advice is that it really doesn't work in theory. It's why more and more people can access the hidden job market, and then it leads to frustration to believing that it doesn't exist. Imagine just giving proper advice on how to access the hidden job market where you get instant results. Like asking for, and another common advice that I see that's being given is, ask for introductions. Reach out to people and ask them to introduce them to their network. Again, a lot of it if we just take a moment and sit back and really think, a lot of it's just common sense that none of this will work because you're reaching out to complete strangers. They have no incentive or motivation to respond to you. So how do we give them the incentive? Another common mistake that's being made when it accesses the hidden job market, because this is what the internet would tell you. Reach out to HR and recruiters. Send them connection requests. So people are going nuts on LinkedIn, sending out connection requests to recruiters in HR. And now HR and recruiters' inboxes on LinkedIn are flooded with individuals constantly reaching out to them, saying, introducing themselves, having their elevator pitch, attaching their resume, and saying, hey, if you have any suitable positions that match my skills, please reach out to me. And that gets nowhere. So let me know if you've tried any of these 5+ things when it comes to accessing the job market. One of the best ways to actually access the hidden job market is with you don't ditch the networking. Ditch networking, ditch reaching out to people at companies you want to work for just to ask for referrals. Ditch it. Ditch reaching out to recruiters and asking for jobs. Ditch informational interviews. Ditch it. Ditch coffee chats. Ditch asking for introductions. And ditch networking. Now let me share something that will work for you, that will give you faster results than any of these that I've covered. So if you want fast results and you truly want to access a hidden job market, number one thing you can do is, let's start with the recruiters. Number one thing you can do is you can get the recruiters to come to find you, get them to chase you, because recruiters are constantly looking for talent. You don't have to chase them. You don't have to seek them. They can come seeking you. So how do we do this? One tool that you can use is your LinkedIn. So you can start appearing in searches of the recruiter, because LinkedIn is a search engine. So if you got to appear in searches in order for people to find you. Number two thing is, let's make networking fun. Let's have fun. So think of things that excite you. Maybe you're into reading books. Join a book club. And book clubs tend to meet on a weekly basis. You're into yoga. Start going to yoga classes. When you are signing up for things or attending events that you personally have an interest in, it becomes fun. It doesn't become like a chore. A lot of the advice that's being given on networking, it just feels like a chore. But it doesn't have to. It can be fun. It can be fun. Next, I'm going to tell you is, if you want to reach out to companies, don't reach out to companies for elevator pitches or just doing elevator pitches, asking referrals. Instead, reach out to decision makers in the company and do a pain point pitch. So what is a pain point pitch? Pain point pitch is you are reaching out to them and you're touching on the problem that they're facing. This approach requires to do some homework and research. It truly does. Because before you can reach out to them, you have to discover what problem do they have? What pain are they in? You have to do some research. So these approaches are more strategic, but they will yield you the most success in accessing the hidden job market. Hiring manager will get on the phone with you if you make it all about them, because hiring managers want results, right? They got to hit companies' KPIs. They can't hit that if they're running into problems that are preventing them from hitting those KPIs goals. So do some homework and then discover before you reach out to your target companies that you want to work for. Step one is to discover what is their current challenges that they're facing. Do some homework and research around that. Number two is figure out who is the hiring manager in that department, the head of the department. I work in HR. Who will be the hiring manager, the decision maker? The head of HR, the head of HR, the VP of HR, the director of HR, depending on the company structure. And then if I know what that company's HR issues are, which I'm going to spend time researching on and really putting my investigation hat on to discover it, I will have more success getting the attention of the decision maker, the hiring manager. To once I got the attention, they will be more inclined to want to speak with me because I have the solution to their problem. It's all in the approach. Another best way to access the hidden job market is to flip the switch on. It was earlier I said, famous quote used to be, you are worth what your network is. How about we flip the switch and your worth is based on who knows you. So one of the best ways to access the hidden job market is create awareness about you by building your personal brand. And you can do this in many forms. You can write content on LinkedIn. You can write articles on Medium, like a blogger. You can go on different podcasts and be a guest. Podcasts are always looking for guest speakers. So you'll be doing them a favor. Create awareness about you. Be so loud that no one can miss you. So they know you. Another best way to create awareness about you is engagement. Engage. So let's say you're on LinkedIn, start writing comments on other people's posts. If you're part of any Facebook groups, start talking, start engaging. That's how you can access the hidden job market. There are so many ways to access the hidden job market. So many ways. Simple little steps, not complications. They don't have to be frustrating. They don't have to be boring. The biggest thing is let's humanize. Let's come from a space from the heart. If you truly want to access the hidden job market, I'll be very honest, there's no hacks and gimmicks to all the advice that's being given out there right now about the hidden job market. What's missing in all of these advice is the human aspect, the human touch. So let's humanize the approach. You'll be more successful. Let me know if you have any questions. I am conducting a training I've put together. Tomorrow I'll be doing a special training on accessing the hidden job market, where I'll share with you my proven strategies in accessing the hidden job market. That I'm not going to teach you it's not networking, it's not informational chats, it's not coffee chats, it's not elevator pitches, none of that nonsense. That doesn't work. I'm going to show you what works. I'm going to show you strategies that will give you instant access to the hidden job market. I'm going to show you how to convert your LinkedIn profile so recruiters can actually find you and reach out to you for job opportunities. Optimizing your LinkedIn profile for search engine optimization, so you appear in searches. How to use available tools right this moment, even AI tools, to accessing the hidden job market. I'm going to give you a step-by-step implementation plan to how to also implement the strategies I'm teaching you. And we're going to do all this on Zoom tomorrow at 8 p.m., a live training with me on how to really access the hidden job market. None of this bullshit, none of this crap about elevator pitches, networking, informational interviews, coffee chats, when none of this stuff actually works. The time and amount of energies you're going to be investing in doing all that, the success rate of it is so low, not even 5%. Let's do something different. Let's do something that will really work, that will give you access instantly. That's why they call me the queen of the hidden job market. Because my strategies go way beyond the internet strategies that talking about the hidden job market. So if you're interested in being there, reach out to me. I'll give you the link. I would drop it as well. Let me open up the floor now for any questions. If you have any questions for me today, drop them in the comment section and I will answer them. If you have liked it so far, feel free to show some love. Feel free to drop comments. It's actually weird. When I go on LinkedIn, I see all the comments, but when I'm on StreamYard, I'm not seeing the comments. Okay. Okay. So if you need any more help with your job search, feel free to reach out to me directly on LinkedIn. It is absolutely clear for me. You are welcome. I'm glad that this was absolutely clear for you. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. I'm going to end the segment right here. I just want to give you full disclaimer that I am doing, let me share. I'm going to put it up on the screen where you can, oops. Sorry, I'm going to just trying to find, here you go. If you want to attend tomorrow's webinar, my special training on the hidden job market, now I only have 2 spots left. There's the QR code, so pull out your phones and you can scan this and reserve your spots. I only have 2 spots left. When I do any of my trainings, they're small groups and they're intimate. And that's why because I believe in doing hands-on training where we actually are implementing the strategies versus me just teaching the strategies and telling you what to do and say, hey, go do it on your own. You're not going to be doing anything on your own. We'll be doing it together. So this will be a small group training. It's a webinar, but it's a training on accessing the hidden job market. There's the QR code, sign up. There's only 2 spots left. I know the screen is saying 5 because this is an older one, but as of right now, there's only 2 spots left. Okay, so grab it, sign up, grab those last 2 spots, and I'll see you guys tomorrow in my training for the hidden job market.